Hello everybody, it's me, Riffraff Hornhelm, and I'm back again with another presentation from the Dwarven Vault. And today, we have a monster review. And the monster we're going to take a look at today is a greater devil, the Ice Devil. And it comes to us from the original monster manual for use with Advanced Dungeons & Dragons and Dungeons & Dragons, specifically designed for use with first edition rules. So today we're going to talk about the Ice Devil. Like I said, this is a greater devil and is, well, you have archdevils, greater devils, and then lesser devils. So this is kind of the mid-range, but as mid-range, pretty damn strong. I mean, they're 11 hit dice, -4 armor class. They get 3 attacks. The attacks are not that great, but devils always have so many powers that they can use at will that are very, very difficult to overcome. They're super smart. They don't move as fast as humans do. They can only be struck by +2 weapons or better. And of course, they're devils, so they're evil. Remember, evil. I once had it explained to me as a demon will torture you and you'll know it the entire time it's going on. A devil will torture you and you'll enjoy it the entire time it's going on and really not understand what's happening. Devils are smart, they're evil, you watch the heck out. Now, this being a ice devil, of course, it is a creature of cold. And like I said, it doesn't move quite as fast as a human, but it comes from the frigid plains of the 8th plane of hell. And this is where they can be found in some abundance. If you run into them, it's typically either 1 or 1 to 4 if you're talking about it as a wandering. Now, once again, nasty creatures. 11 hit dice. And yeah, they don't do a ton of damage in their physical attacks, but they like doing their physical attacks. And really, there's 4 physical attacks because not only is it claw, claw, and bite, there's also a tail thing involved. And they're going to be very persistent in, well, they love to torment and attack and kind of nibble their victims to death gleefully. Now, of course, like most devils, too, using magic on them is kind of a hit or miss proposition. Because it's a greater devil and not one of the archdevils, the magic resistance is somewhat tolerable. It's only 55%. Still pretty strong. So you don't want to miss. Because if you do, it has all these wonderful powers it can use against you whenever it feels like it. From being able to cause an ice storm once a day, which is one of its more limited powers, it can also gate in either, I believe, other ice devils or bone devils. And on top of that, it has a bunch of things it can do, like fly and create a wall of ice and all kinds of, detect magic, this kind of stuff at will. Very, very tough opponent, and the list is fairly substantial. With all of that, running into these, anything more than 1 at a time for your average party is going to be very challenging. Now, ice devils, you ask us dwarves, have we ever run across ice devils before? I did actually hear a story from one of my dwarven brethren who had run across this as part of an adventuring group when they were traveling through the plains. And he said they managed to escape with their lives. Well, most of them. I guess they lost a couple party members in the process, and they said they were very, very tough to deal with. Amongst the other things that they can do, they also have the ability to regenerate. It's only 1 hit point per round, but still very helpful. They also, some of them will carry a great big fork, like a trident, and that does damage and can cause paralyzation through cold. There's saving throws involved, but it's only some of them that carry this weapon. Overall, this is a very challenging creature to deal with. and it's one that it's unlikely to be successfully fought in its home plane. And anywhere else, you're going to have quite a group. And we haven't got to the worst of the devils yet. So, really, as a group, you want to be very careful. If you are going to be in territory where you might run into devils, make sure you take the time to do your homework. So, of course, we had to go out to the greater Hornhelm community and say, hey, what about ice devils? What can you tell me about these? How would you rank these? The DMs that responded on this said probably an 8, maybe a 7.5. The players said more like a 9. And like I said, this is not the worst of the devils. So I guess I understand, but considering that there are other devils out here that are more powerful, I would expect virtually all of them to rank very, very highly. Now, once again, an emphasis on the fact that the devils we're speaking about are within the context of the game, not within the context of any religious discussion or belief discussion, just what they are, what they're capable of doing within the context of Dungeons and Dragons. Don't forget that, people. In any case, we hope you found the discussion today on the Ice Devil to be interesting, educational, amusing, all that kind of good stuff. If you did, well, please be so kind as to leave us a like. Consider subscribing if you haven't. Leave us a comment. But by all means, come back and see us again real soon. We thank you so much for your very kind support. Take care, everyone, and remember, dwarves rock!